All right, we're live.
All right. Good afternoon. So excited to get this chat. Um, so the first thing I just want to go over for, clients of mine that are asking for buying purposes and refinancing purposes, what are you seeing as our current market update?
Oh my God. So, all right. So, just real quick, the market update is we got the numbers of what we expect houses to do this year. So, we expect houses to go up by about 5 to 6% over the course of the coming year. We also saw the numbers for last year. So, even though rates hit 8% at some point and it was a little crazy, houses appreciated at 5.5%. So, a pretty good appreciation when you
Mm-hmm.
consider how rates were and how difficult it was to get in the market in the past year. And then the best news really for any buyer right now is that when we look at the Lee County and even the Collier County market, there's the inventory problems that we were having have are not as bad as they were before. We seem to be in a more balanced market,
Mm-hmm.
which is going to allow buyers and sellers really get a little bit more stability with
Right,
prices
right,
and
right.
get a little bit more stability with everything. So I think the theme of 2024 is going to be a little bit more stability, where we expect houses to continue to go up, but at a stable pace. We don't expect to have a heavily seller or a heavily buyer market. We seem to have finally a balanced market. And as far as the rates, we expect the rates to start dropping steadily. So I mean, the outlook is good for any buyers right now. Definitely better than it's been over the past couple of years.
Okay. And people looking to refinance, you tell them wait later in the year if you're
You
thinking you'll
know,
see a drop a little more.
that's tough, right? Because it depends why you're refinancing. Why
Mm-hmm.
you're refinancing. So if you bought a house at a 7% and I can refinance you at a 6.5%, or at an 8% for that matter, and I can refinance you at a 6.5%, and it's not going to cost you any money. That's the key. If I can save you $200 a month and not charge you anything for that,
Right.
then I wouldn't wait, because maybe we can repeat that same process in
Mm-hmm.
6 months or in 8 months, as long as the cost is zero or low. So the conversation that I have with my clients nowadays is, look, at this point we can give you a free refinance, meaning you can basically save money for free, and you could spend a little bit of money and save more, but let's just wait, because there might be an opportunity in a year or in 6 months or in 8 months to really drop that again. But what point is that free refinance? And to me, it's just a matter of how much money you're spending versus how much money you're saving.
You're saving with
Same
the
thing when we did the refinance in my house, or I think when we did the refinance in your house. It's all a matter of, look, if I'm spending $5,000 to save $1,000 a month, then my return on investment is after 5 months I'm making money. So that's the conversation that you need to have when you're thinking of refinancing.
Yep. So it's on a case by case basis.
Correct.
Depends on what you started at and where we're going to.
Right,
Because I
exactly.
know a lot of people, they're buying and then they're just waiting for that drop, which is the smart thing to do because you can refinance out of that interest rate, but you're not refinancing out of that price. As you said, we're expecting prices to go up. So if people are holding
Exactly.
out, they're hurting themselves. Okay, and then we have an important deadline coming up for the homestead exemption. So tell us why that is such an important, wonderful thing for Florida homeowners.
And that's the biggest, I mean, that's the biggest thing that we wanted to talk about. And look, it's funny because I thought it was March 15th. You just told me that it was March 1st. So like, oh my God, like this is super important. So
Yeah.
look, homestead exemption is one of those things that I know in Florida, at least, is extremely, extremely important, because it protects you in many ways and it saves you money. Like it literally saves you dollars out of your pocket. And
Hmm.
it's not something that's attached to a mortgage. So even if you go, well, I don't have a mortgage, so I don't care, it still matters to you. So the way it works is, there's a couple of benefits of having your homestead. First of all, homestead is the house that you live in, right? You purchase
Hmm.
the house and you live in that property.
Full
If
time.
you declare that your property, your primary residence, then you get a couple of benefits for doing that. One of them is you're you're getting up to a $50,000 discount on the taxable value of your house. Meaning, I have a property that's an investment property. My investment property, let's say, it's has a taxable value of $400,000, and my primary residence has a taxable value of $400,000. I pay less on my primary residence because I get that discount than I
Hmm.
do on my investment property. So super important. It's something that you just fill a document and you can get that discount of up to $50,000 in the taxable value, which turns out to be quite a bit of
It does.
savings
And
when it
something that
comes to.
I've had happen with clients, I've helped them sell their house and they had never homesteaded it. And after owning it 5, 6, 7 years, taxes going up every year, they didn't have a cap. And the homestead also caps how much they can raise your taxes every year. And so that is an extremely important one. Like they're paying higher taxes than everyone in the neighborhood because they never put that cap in place by having homestead.
That's huge. So it caps it at 3% every year. And that's big, right? Because,
Right.
I mean, taxes go up every single year. But with the
Hmm.
homestead, you're able to stay ahead. And then the third thing, which I know is not for anybody that's watching this, is it also protects your property from creditors. So basically, if you stop making your payments, which we know you won't, but if you stop making your credit card payments or whatever, those other creditors cannot come for your house. But the
Or someone
biggest.
suing you or coming after you for some personal reason, it guards it.
Exactly. The biggest money savings is the two. It's the 3% cap and the $50,000 discount. That is huge. It's basically free and
Mhm.
it's a no brainer not to do it. And unfortunately, guys, it's one of those things that you have to take advantage of it right away because every year that goes by that you didn't take advantage of the homestead, it's an extra year that you're paying a
Yep.
lot of money that you shouldn't be paying.
And if you have purchased before January 1st, then you're eligible this year. And if you do not apply by March 1st, you have to wait a whole other year to get that opportunity to come around again. So this is your reminder to definitely go ahead and apply for that as soon as possible.
Yeah, application
Posting.
process is different in Lee County than in Collier County. So
Mhm.
just shoot us maybe in the comments or a DM with your information, or if you need the instructions on how to apply, and we'll help you out. Now, if you're watching this and you go, "Oh my God, I did that, but I'm not sure if I renewed it," you don't have to renew it. It's one of those things
It
that it
auto.
automatically renews for you. You just have to not cancel it, basically. So you
Yep.
get a check in the you get a thing in the mail that says, hey, this is your auto renewal for your homestead. Fill this out if you want to change it. So if you already did it, you don't need to fill anything out. It's an auto renewal process.
And if you move and you change houses, you can take it with you. So if you are still living in Florida, don't forget just to update it because you can take that with you, which is amazing because you don't have to start all over again with that benefit, which is really
Yeah,
cool.
that's a great point. A lot of people go, well, I'm gonna keep my homestead in that other place because I don't want to lose all those benefits that you have accumulated, that you've accrued, like
Hmm.
literally the dollar for dollar that you've accrued. You can take it to your next house and make your current house the homestead. So
Which
you
is
don't lose
amazing.
out on that. So make sure that you do that.
And I know in Lee County it's super easy. You can apply online. So just go to LIPA and you can apply online. I know Collier County, I think you actually have to go in to the
Have to go
office,
in, yeah,
but you have a couple days. So
and
just
it's
make
not
sure you
hard.
get that done by March 1st. It's not hard and it is very, very worth it.
Exactly. All right, guys, there you
Okay.
have it. We
Thank you so much
literally
for
just
your
saved you money.
time. Definitely. Just save the money. Thank you, Edgardo. Nice meeting with you.
All right, guys, bye.
Bye.